Hey guys, so it's been a hot minute since I've done a restock video of this type, but it seems like it's what you guys want, so we're just gonna jump right in and do it. As I'm sure you all know if you've made it all the way to this video, today is the Jane the Virgin restock. It's also the premiere of season 5. Pretty conflicted about the fact that this is the last season, but really excited that it's starting and really excited for this restock. It's been some months since I've restocked most of the Jane the Virgin slimes, and the reason for that is that we were all kind of on pins and needles not knowing when the premiere was going to happen, so I really wanted to wait for this. It was really important to me that they coincide. I think it's cool. We've enjoyed previous Jane the Virgin restocks together, but this one's a pretty big date, you know? Obviously today there are going to be some old favorites in this restock: the Perfect Grilled Cheese, Jane the Mermaid, Team Michael, Team Raphael, etc. and so on. We also have some new slimes, and some of the old slimes have gotten a little bit of a makeover, and the reason for that is that these characters are different now, and they've gone through a lot of changes, so it was time to just, shift them a little bit. Not too much. We're going to start at the beginning, and by beginning I mean like episode 1. I know we're well past episode 1 by now, but how could we not have Jane the Mermaid? It's one of my best-selling slimes, which was a surprise to me. I didn't know that was going to happen when I made it. I haven't really changed this one much. I did use darker blue fishbowl beads this time, but the more important change is that I added mermaid confetti! So she's really Jane the Mermaid now. They're holographic. So it's a really thick, clear slime. It's a semi-fishbowl. It's unscented to preserve clarity, and yeah. It's pretty great, and I'm so glad that you guys continue to love it. The Marbella is basically the center of the Jane the Virgin world. It's where all the characters intertwine, so it was really important to me to bring that one back for this restock. As you can see, it's as thick as ever, but I did change the scent up a little bit. This time it's scented mostly Avo Bath from Lush with a hint of ginger and a little bit of fruit. It's amazing. I think it perfectly represents the change that the hotel has gone through now that Petra took over. Spoiler alert, I guess. You should be caught up by now. Anyway, it's awesome. Speaking of Petra, next up is Petra. I kept the scent the same and the texture as well. She's scented like fig and lychee because she is a fancy lady, and it is a perfectly manicured microfloam. We chose that because Petra is perfectly manicured. The only thing that I did change is that previously this slime was a light peach color, and I made it a slightly brighter pink because I think Petra's really come into her own recently. I'm excited to see what she does next. Next on the docket is international superstar Rogelio de la Vega. Of course, this slime is lavender because that is his best color. He does not pop in peach. A lot of you have suggested that I make a peach slime for him or make it peach scented, and the answer is absolutely not. I would never disrespect him that way. It is a sleigh slime because, hello, he slays, but it is now a DIY clay slime. He's got a new addition in his life, so we added a little bit to this slime. It's got a Daiso topper and a little bit of purple glitter on top, and I also did change the scent up a little. It was almond cream before, which felt like a fancy spa, but I kicked it up a notch. And this time it is a little bit of melon, elderflower spritz. It's a really great spa blend, and I think that he would be pretty into it. He's a fancy kind of first-class dude, so we wanted to just elevate him a little. This is a slime that I have been dying to make for a really long time. Viva Poru is Vicks Vapor Rub, but truly, it's a really important in Jane's world. Alba, her abuela, is pretty convinced that it can cure basically everything, and I'm not entirely sure that she's wrong. I actually really love Vicks Vapor Rub. This is a jelly slime that is made to the color of Vicks Vapor Rub logo and jar. The Vicks itself is of course white, but I wanted to give it a little bit fun. The important thing to know about this slime is that I used essential oils to scent it, so it really will give you the same kind of feeling. It's eucalyptus, peppermint, and just a little bit of lemongrass and tea tree oil. I think it's fantastic, and it smells exactly like Vicks Vapor Rub, so if you like Vicks, you'll love this. You know this slime, you love this slime. It's the Perfect Grilled Cheese. It looks like melted cheese, it smells like a grilled cheese sandwich, it's Jane's favorite food, and it's one of y'all's favorite slimes. I've been making it since the first Jane the Virgin restock, and it consistently sells out really quickly, so I'm so glad you guys like it. It's melty and delicious, and at conventions people are always shocked at how much it smells exactly like grilled cheese, so that's exciting for me. Alright, it's time to get into the guys. This is Team Raphael. You know I am also Team Raphael, but I'm gonna be fair. Team Michael's coming, don't worry. Team Raphael is a super smooth and silky butter slime for obvious reasons. He's the smoothest and most beautiful. It is blue because, God, he looks so good in blue. And it is scented the same as my T-Bird jacket slime, which basically is what I equate to like a really good looking fancy kind of guy smell. And it's topped with teal glitter for the Marbella. We had a contest last time to see who was going to sell out first, whether it was Team Roth or Team Michael. It's up to you guys. Just because I'm not Team Michael as far as the show is concerned does not mean that I do not give him equal treatment with slime. This is a really popular slime. You guys have loved Team Michael for a really long time. It's a thick and glossy semi-foam, really thick. Smells like a coffee donut shop because he's a cop. It's got the blue and black mix-ins because he's a cop. Well, he's a detective now, but you know what I'm saying. It's a really great slime despite the fact that I am not Team Michael. That doesn't mean that you can't be. I give everyone the right to choose their team, even if they're wrong. So let's talk about Jane the Sandwich. You guys requested Jane the Sandwich, so I made it. I don't have a video of this one mixing because all of the sandwich mixings are more or less the same, and I think you guys can get an idea for it, and so many of you wanted it. I didn't want to risk running out of them more quickly just because I used one for a mixing video, you know what I mean? Jane the Sandwich is the colors of the season 5 promo pictures, which I love. She looks so amazing, right? And it is rolled in little yellow and pink and white sprinkles and some little bows, and it is scented like a cantaloupe cream ice cream. It is so delicious, you guys. I can't get enough of this scent. It's textured exactly the same as my other DIY sandwiches, which is a cloud cream in the middle and 2 sides of clay so that it mixed to a snow butter. Okay. If you are not a Jane the Virgin fan, this is the moment that you have been waiting for. We're going to pop into the slimes that are not Jane the Virgin related, but that does not mean they are not awesome. I'm going to start with the newest one. This is Super Lemon. Last but not least is Snow Falling. This is the cloud that you guys requested. It's based on the book that Jane writes throughout all the seasons, and it's scented like something called Almost Paradise, which is basically peaches and cream, but the reason I used it is because her book is kind of her almost paradise, you know what I mean? It's a cloud and it drizzles perfectly. I'm really happy with this new recipe, and it comes topped with a lot of glitter, and it's just basically beautiful. It's her snow falling, you know? Super Lemon is based on this little candy here that I found in the Japan section of Epcot in my most recent visit after Slime Rodeo. It's so incredibly sour. You don't even know. I couldn't handle it. But each one of these slimes is going to come with the candy, and my challenge to you is that you try to make a video and see if you can handle this candy. I couldn't. Maybe you can. We'll see. Anyway, the slime is half microfloam and half snow fizz for optimal crunch, and it smells like the candy. I love it. I love the slime maybe more than the candy, but some people really like sour candy, so good luck to you. Tag me in your videos. Next up is White Rabbit Candy Ice Cream. It's kind of based on this candy, but it's also based on the ice cream that an ice cream shop in Los Angeles made based on the candy. It's a super thick and glossy. It smells like the candy. I'm obsessed with it. You guys have been obsessed with it. I'm so excited that I get to keep bringing it back because this is one of my favorite candies from childhood. And each one of these also comes with the candy. Last but certainly not least, my eternal bestseller. I'm so thrilled that you guys continue to love this as much as you do and help me sell it out so quickly every time. It is Dole Whip donut filling, the decadent, the creamy, the delicious. I love it, and so do you guys, so thank you for allowing me to continue making it, and I'm so glad you love it like I do. Alright, so obviously I know that you guys want to hear about the specials of the day. I'm going to do a couple of different ones. First, don't forget that the 2 that are based on candies, sorry about my hands, totally a Slimer. You can tell someone's a Slimer when, yeah. The two slimes that are based on candies come with those candies, so that's exciting. And I'm also going to do a promo for some mini-sized Sugar Rush slimes. They're 3 ounces, and they were accidentally left at home when I went to Slime Rodeo. There's nothing wrong with them. They haven't traveled. They're in great condition. I just accidentally left them behind. So I'm going to do a promo for you guys to get one of those. If you want one of those Sugar Rush slimes, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is have got to this point to find out about it and put in the code Sugar Rush at checkout, and it'll automatically get put into the bags of the first 8 people who place orders with that code. I only have 8 of them, so it will go to the first 8 of you. And you have to choose because you can't double up on codes, and there's 2 more codes coming, so make sure that that's really what you want before you decide. Okay. This is the important one. This is the time when you choose whether you are Team Michael or Team Raphael. And it's gonna be something you want to do because the Team Michael and Team Raphael codes are only good for the first 15 minutes of the restock. So that's from 7 to 7:15, which means you have to decide your team pretty quickly. But an unlimited number of you, however many people order with one of those codes within the first 15 minutes, will get a bonus slime in their order. You don't have to do anything except just add that code, be within the first 15 minutes, and I will put an extra slime in your order. So yeah, that'll be fun, and we'll see which team has more orders. And you don't have to order those specific slimes. Like someone who's Team Raphael might already own Team Raphael and not want to repurchase it, or you just may not like that slime, so you can use the code without purchasing the corresponding slime. Does that make sense? If not, feel free to ask questions below. So that's pretty much it for today. If you have any questions, of course, you can comment them below or on my recent on my Instagram. I don't have anything else to warn you guys about, except please don't forget that I'm no longer doing extras and care cards and all that. That info is on my website. It's right there when you first sign in. Have permission from your parents before ordering if you're under 18. Supervise all children when using these. Don't eat slime. All my slime is made with borax. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? See you guys soon.